look, my construction entrepreneurs, this is one thing I want to talk to you about. I'm about to pull up to a job here in North Park, San Diego, where I help one of my students, because that's what we do. You sign up for the Construction Entrepreneur School and Services, and to get your contractor's license, we help you land jobs. Okay, that's part of the school here. Can't even see anything. That's part of what we do here. So I want to show you this project here. I'm gonna pull over. I gotta find a place to park. It's my guy there that's bidding on this, that we help bid on this project here. He's there checking everything, make sure everything is locked up there. So you guys can't really see it a lot. We're gonna walk it right now, but that's it right there. You guys will see this, okay? You see this here? This fence is right along where the street is, okay? So, one of the things I want to point out here is, so we created a pedestrian walkway, right? That's what we created here, right? So one of the things here I want to show you here is that, like, my student, he came out here, he looked at this job, and he had to envision this whole fence and pedestrian walkway here. Well, one of the things that visiting jobs sort of, you know, well, this is terribly bad because it's not ADA compliant right here, right? That's not good. So one of the things that's just terribly bad on going to go look at projects. One of the things that's terribly bad is going to go look at projects is sometimes you have something in mind that's different than what's actually supposed to be built. So my student comes to me and says, "Hey man, we got to build this fence for this project here. It's a nice size project, right? This fence, and we got to put this thing up, and they only want the chain link fence here. That's all they want here. They don't want anything else there." And immediately I was like, "That's not code. That doesn't keep anyone safe, right? That's not the right thing to do." Well, so my student was like, "Okay, well, if it's not the right thing to do, then let's bid on what's right to do here, right? Let's bid on what's right to do." So I was like, "Well, we can't bid on what we feel is right to do. We have to do what's according to the plans and specifications." And that's what happens a lot. We go out to these job sites and we deviate from what the plans and specification calls for. So instead, the right thing to do here is to bid for water-filled K-rails or cement K-rails on the side here to give protection to the pedestrians as they walk along this pathway. Well, what happened is when we did the bid, I gave them an alternative to put K-rail here or water-filled K-rail. We gave them the double alternative to see what they wanted to do. They didn't say anything. So here it is. We got this far on this project, and now the inspector, a new inspector, because the old inspector that approved this or didn't notice it, didn't say anything about it, was actually allowing this to be in place here. But that inspector is now sick, right? And he's also complaining about the transition for ADA from sidewalk to pavement. We also gave that as an option within our bid. Well, this here is what the GC had planned. This was the vision they had planned, right? So, so now we're here in the actual inspector is now like the new one because the old inspector is sick. There's a new inspector out here, so he's like, "You know what? It's not gonna work. This is unacceptable. Tear this down ASAP or your project will be shut down. You got 3 days to do it." Well, now things can't happen that quick, right? Because you gotta submit, you gotta get approval. Someone gotta ask for your price. Someone gotta, agree to your price that you're doing and things like that. So it doesn't happen that fast. But one of the things here is now this thing is going to be taken out, and either optional water-filled K-rails will be put here, and our cemented K-rails be put here. Now there's not much room here, right? We got about another, what, maybe 3 feet to the curb and gutter, right? And they need to move there, move equipment. So it's definitely going to be tough. You got to have barriers on both sides, right? Protecting the pedestrians from the work and protecting the pedestrians from the vehicle traffic, right? So now we have to tear all this down. We have to give them a price. They have to accept the price. But to tear all this down and then give them a price to do it the right way, the way the city of San Diego wants us to do it, and then install it, right? And then create these new transitions. Now, this is extra additional costs because the way we worded it, we knew it wasn't the right thing to do. We knew it wasn't the right thing to have. And the way we worded it to only install it like this. And this is ridiculous. But my thing is, what I want to say here is this, that a lot of times you visit jobs like this and you hey, what's up, bro? You get on jobs like this. And when you do these numbers here, you know this is not right. So what you do is you start bidding on what's right. You start producing numbers on what should be there. And when you do that, you put yourself out of the bid range because you're not bidding according to the specs. You're not bidding according to the plans. You are bidding for what's supposed to be done, what's rightly supposed to be done, what's safe, right? But when you bid outside of what calls for the plans, there's a good chance that you won't get the job. Your bid will be too high, right? You won't be in competition. Why? Because everybody's bidding on it to do it the wrong way. So what I want to get here, the goal here is this. Stop going to job sites, and if it's not that type of work, especially this is a commercial project, whatever's on the plans, whatever's on the specs, that's the number you need to come up with. Not what you want it to look like, not what you feel is right for it to look like, but what the plans and specification calls out for, and that's it. And that's it. And then as it changes, then that's an extra. Okay, that's an extra. So now we're writing up a price change for an extra for this particular project, and that's it. Then they accept it or have someone else do it and maintain it. And that's how you get that done. That's all I have for you, my construction entrepreneur.